In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear struts on this Lexus IS250. These are located behind your rear wheels. Let's get started. With the vehicle safely raised and supported, use a 21mm socket and remove all 5 lug nuts and then remove the wheel. To get this strut out of here, we'll have to remove the control arm from the knuckle, of course remove the strut bolt and the sway bar link so this whole control arm can pivot down like that. Then we can pull the strut out. Some of my hardware here has been replaced. Typically, this is going to be a 19mm mounting nut. I'm going to use a 21mm socket, but regardless, you're going to want to use a 19mm wrench on the bolt head side on this knuckle through bolt to hold it in place, remove the nut, and then we'll punch the bolt out. This spins perfect. Sometimes these bolts will seize in there and you might have to fight them a little bit. I'm going to use a pull jack, put a little bit of upwards pressure on the control arm. This is going to hopefully relieve tension off of this bolt. I can also pry down on the knuckle at the same time and we'll punch this bolt out. With no bolt in there, we can release this. Those two separated, which is great. 19mm socket and wrench for the strut bolt. Remove this as well. This moves as well. Often, these also seize. Very similar setup for the sway bar link, except this is 12mm in size for both the nut and the bolt. You can remove the other bolt on the other side for the sway bar link, but you don't have to because now the control arm is what can come down. Now we'll be working inside of the trunk, so remove anything that'll be in your way because we need to pull this side carpeting off. The top of the strut is mounted right there. Starting with a couple push clips, one is right here on the edge. Use a trim tool and pop it out. Then peel the top layer off right here and you'll see another push clip. Same thing, use a trim tool, pop it out. Then you'll have to just peel the carpeting away a little bit, slowly and carefully, not to damage anything. Right there is what we're looking for. Use a 14mm socket and remove the 3 mounting bolts holding the top of the strut onto the body. However, don't worry about it falling down. It is still bolted on at the bottom and you'll see where. This is exactly why I left it on, so that we could easily and safely remove these right now. Back on the outside, you'll see underneath the fender liner, one bolt over here, a 12mm headed bolt, and another one right over here. Let's take these off and then the strut can come out. That's why I left these on, so it can stay safely secured for now. As you remove the second one, hold on to the strut because it will fall. Okay, take it down, and there it is. Now take your new strut and put it up into position. And secure it with the 2 bolts that go onto the body. Snug them up. Now let's reinstall everything on the bottom. We'll start with the sway bar link bolt. Line up the sway bar link, send the bolt through, put the nut on. We'll snug it up. Torque this to 20 foot-pounds. Next, we have to get the main shock bolt through. To get things to line up, there's going to be a cutout at the bottom of this control arm. You can use that in conjunction with a pry bar to try to get the strut into position. All right. On this side, we'll install the mounting nut, but do not tighten it fully yet. We need to torque this one at right height. Now I have a support again underneath the control arm. I'm going to push this up carefully, of course, and I can also pull down on the knuckle at the end once this isn't going to go up anymore safely. That way we can join these two back together. All right, and that is joined up together. So let's get the bolt through. All right, had to do a double prying action there. Put the mounting nut on. Now this does not have to get torqued at right height. This is a metal bushing floating in there, kind of like a ball and socket joint, so you don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't really matter if you do, so since I'm already here and ready to tighten it, let's torque it down, snug it up, and torque it to 118 foot-pounds. That's it. This lower shock bolt is the one that's very important to be torqued at right height. So let's snug it up and then torque it to 80 foot-pounds. If the bolt is spinning on the other side, hold it with a wrench. Mine did not spin, so it torqued properly. While we're at it, this is at right height and everything is being pushed up. Let's torque those two little bolts to 15 foot-pounds. Now you can remove your support. Because we're done on the exterior of the vehicle, let's put the wheel on and finish things up here. Also so that we can put it on the ground because the top of the strut needs to be torqued with the weight of the vehicle on the suspension. Let's get the wheel back on. Install all 5 lug nuts, bottom them out in a cross pattern, and also in a cross pattern torque them to 76 foot-pounds. "76 foot-pounds in a cross pattern, here we go. Double check them all. All right, those are torqued. With the vehicle fully on the ground, back in the trunk, let's put the 3 mounting nuts on the top of the strut. Snug them up. Torque all 3 of these to 55 foot-pounds. All right, those are tight. Put this liner back on. And reinstall the 2 push clips. One is going to be right up here. And one on the side. Job is done. Do the same to the other side strut, and don't forget to get an alignment after it's done.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.